everyone, and welcome to a new Gaming Academy guide. My name is Elan, a Syndra main Grandmaster player, and in this guide we delve into the intricacies of playing Syndra in the mid lane, a champion renowned for her powerful abilities and unique playstyle in League of Legends. Viewers will gain insights into Syndra's strengths, such as her burst damage and crowd control, as well as her weaknesses, including her vulnerability in team fights. By mastering Syndra, players can significantly enhance their competitive gameplay, making her an essential champion to understand for those aiming to excel in the mid lane. While Syndra is a powerful mid lane champion, she faces notable limitations, including her lack of mobility and heavy reliance on skill shots. These weaknesses can be exploited by opponents who can easily dodge her abilities or engage her when she's out of position. Consequently, mastering Syndra requires a keen understanding of positioning and timing, as poor execution can lead to vulnerability. Players must navigate these challenges to maximize her potential and minimize the risk of being countered. Playing Syndra in the mid lane offers numerous advantages, primarily her exceptional range and burst damage capabilities that can quickly eliminate opponents. Her massive area of effect stun allows for impactful teamfight contributions, while her wave-clearing abilities enable her to control the lane effectively. Additionally, Syndra's passive ability to collect splinters enhances her skills, increasing her damage output and providing strategic advantages. These traits make her a formidable choice for dominating the mid lane and influencing the game's outcome. When playing Syndra, I always kick things off with Doran's Ring and potions for a strong early game. However, if you prefer extra mobility to outmaneuver your opponents, starting with boots and potions can be a smart alternative. My go-to build for Syndra includes Luden's Tempest, Sorcerer's Shoes, Shadow Flame, Rabadon's Deathcap, Void Staff, and Zhonya's Hourglass for maximum impact. However, boot choices can vary based on the match. Mercury's Treads for heavy AP damage, or Ionian Boots of Lucidity for more ability haste. You can also adjust the build with situational items like swap Zhonya's Hourglass for Banshee's Veil for added magic protection, or grab Morella Nomicon if you need anti-heal. Adapt and dominate your way to victory, guys. For abilities, I always start with Q. It's perfect for poking enemies and farming minions, especially those tricky ones your auto attacks might miss. But keep in mind, Q's mana cost increases per rank, so use it wisely for quick, impactful bursts of damage. Next, I prioritize W. Its added slow effect makes it a powerful tool for chaining your Q onto opponents. Plus, it's incredibly handy for securing cannon minions while farming splinters to evolve your skills and dominate in the late game. The third ability to max is E, Scatter the Weak. When your dark spheres hit an enemy, they're stunned for 1.25 seconds, making it a key tool for disrupting fights. This skill shines when pushing back enemies who get too close or interrupting dangerous channel abilities like Galio's Shield of Durand, Samira's Inferno Trigger, Katarina's Death Lotus, or Misfortune's Bullet Time. It's your only reliable disengage ability, so save it for clutch moments like incoming dives or life-or-death situations. Used correctly, it can completely turn the tide of battle. As for R, level it up at 6, 11, and 16 for maximum impact. For Syndra's runes, when playing against other ranged champions, I always go for sorcery as the primary path with Arcane Comet, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, and for the secondary path, I choose Precision with Legend, Haste, and Cut Down. Additionally, I pick up these stats, plus 10% attack speed, plus 9 adaptive and bonus health. This setup gives Syndra the perfect balance of damage, sustainability, and scaling for those critical moments in the game. But when playing against melee champions, I always go for the same runes, but I replace Phase Rush and Gathering Storm. Sometimes when playing for scaling games, I go for Inspiration as the primary path with First Strike, Magical Footwear, Triple Tonic, and Cosmic Insight. And for the secondary path, I choose Sorcery with Transcendence and Gathering Storm. For these runes, additionally, I pick up plus 8 ability haste, plus 9 adaptive and bonus health. For summoner spells, I typically go with Teleport and Flash. However, in matches where I'm confident I can secure a 100% win, I'll swap Teleport for Ignite. But keep in mind, Ignite is more useful in the laning phase and doesn't have the same value as the game progresses. Before we move on, I noticed that only a small percentage of you watching my guides are actually subscribed to the channel. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe, leave a like, and drop a comment to help push the algorithm and grow this amazing community. Alright guys, let's talk about when not to pick Syndra. I strongly advise against playing her into Fizz or Irelia. These matchups can be a nightmare. Additionally, champions like Talon, Orianna, Akali, Zed, Yone, or Yasuo can also give you a hard time. However, this isn't set in stone. Don't let it intimidate you. Just keep these potential challenges in mind and adapt your playstyle accordingly. Now that we've covered the details, and I hope we didn't miss anything, let's dive into how to actually play Syndra during the match. As a Syndra player, it's vital to understand the main objectives for each stage of the game. Keep in mind that Syndra is a scaling champion, so hitting your power spikes at the right time is key to your success. Mastering this can make all the difference in your performance. In the early stages, focus on farming as much as possible to stack up on gold and experience. This will allow you to buy your core items and gain a strong advantage over your opponent. Another effective tactic is to deny your opponent gold and experience by freezing the wave or trading with them. Also, make sure to keep an eye on the enemy jungle and ward crucial areas to avoid any surprise attacks. During the mid-game, see if you can split push lanes while still keeping a close eye on your team for any assistance they might need. You can also stay with your team and engage in team fights to secure key objectives like Baron Nashor, Rift Herald, or Dragons. When split pushing, always stay cautious when clearing waves or jungle camps. Be mindful of your opponent's position to avoid getting caught in an ambush and taken down. In the late game, your decisions will be crucial in securing victory. Whether it's pushing lanes, focusing on objectives, or team fighting to destroy the enemy's nexus, every move counts. Stay focused and make smart decisions, because a single mistake can be costly at this stage. In team fights and skirmishes, your main goals with Syndra are either to eliminate a key squishy target with your ult, or use it to set up a massive stun. Check the combos section of my video for an example. You can also save your E to counter enemy engages. Holding it makes it tough for certain champions to dive onto your team. Since Syndra is quite vulnerable to being engaged on, your success in team fights will largely depend on your positioning and how well you use your E to control the fight. If you don't have flash, be extra cautious and play the team fight with more care. That's a wrap on my Syndra guide. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and leave a comment to help push the algorithm. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, and for even more guides, why not hit the bell to stay updated? Good luck in your ranked matches and have an amazing day. If you're interested in a Silas guide, check out my ultimate guide on him right here. Hope you love it. See you next time.